Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt. That's just a saying. Words do hurt. Words hurt like a death. Words hurt. It shapes you to who you are. It messes up your mental. It lowers your self-esteem. It makes you turn into someone that you never thought you would turn into. It makes you turn sour. It makes you think less of yourself. It makes you want to be someone else besides the skin you were born in. And for me, that's what they did. I don't know what it was. They always treated me different. It would have been different if I could change it, erase it, cover it up, but this is how I was born. I started to believe every single word everyone has ever said about me, and I became real insecure. They said I was too dark to love. I mean, if I could change it, I would. This is the skin that I was born in. I began to hate who I was. I remember just wanting to change myself, cut my skin off. I started not to love myself. It just replayed over and over in my mind. Sticks and stones may break my bone, but words will never hurt. No, words do hurt. I don't want to be African American. I want to be somebody different. I don't want to be dark because I always was the only dark-skinned one. And on top of that, I always got the last. One day, someone dropped off some toys and some clothes and some shoes to the foster home. And my foster parent was like, okay, come on everyone, come pick up what you want. I was the first one in line. And she told me, let the lighter ones go first. You go in the back of the line. At that point, I really didn't understand how that really affected me. I was called names for so long. It was like, well, that's just another hurt. I started becoming numb to the hurt. So I just went in the back of the line. Everyone was so happy picking up the toys, picking up the shirts, the shoes. And I was just left with a broken Barbie, a shoes that was too small, that fit one of the other foster kids. My foster mom had me keep the small shoes that hurt my toes every time I walked. I was treated like a no one. Foster parents called me dark, charcoal, a B. Kids called me the N-word. I was dark. Thinking back about it, not only was I called names, I also got beaten. I got beat with all kind of stuff. Extension cords, broomsticks. Not because I was bad or anything. I listened, I followed the rules. Everything that happened before, I just got real scared really fast. I mean, I was traumatized. Sometimes I got beat for the other kids. So every time we go to the store, foster parent always tell us, don't touch anything, don't ask me to buy anything. One time we went to the store, one of the kids, they stole something from the store, and the foster mom found out about it. This particular day, I got in trouble. I was already the one who got blamed for everything, and so every time I cried, they beat me. That day, the foster mom didn't beat me. The foster dad beat me. His hands is always rough, so when he slap you, it's like the wind is just coming out of your chest. But this time he didn't use his hands. He used a broomstick. All I remember is that first hit, and I don't know what else happened. I guess he hit me so hard he knocked me out and I passed out. But things like that was normal. My skin was too dark. They called me Blackie, Charcoal, Midnight. They said I was too ugly because my skin was too dark. I don't know what it was. It really did hurt because they teased me because of my skin tone. I mean, if I could change it, I would, but this is the skin that I was born in. And I became real insecure. I began to hate who I was, wanting to change myself. I started not to love myself. I tried to cut my skin off. Those words really hurt. Because I was so dark, they treated me horrible. Whatever was left over, the last toy, the last clothing, regardless if it could have fit me or not, it hurts more than sticks and bones because those words really stick. It makes you turn into someone that you never thought you would turn into. It makes you turn sour. It makes you think less of yourself. It makes you want to be someone else besides the skin you were born in. That's what they did. They used to call me all type of names. Charcoal. So that they can't see me in the night. They said some really hurtful things. And it always played back in my mind over and over again every time I look in the mirror. every time I see someone else. I don't want to have this skin. I don't want to be African American. All my life they told me how ugly I was, how my lips were big, my eyes were oval, my hair was nappy, but things like that was normal. I got beat just for being me. I got beat for being the dark-skinned black girl, the emotional black girl, the one that was misunderstood, the one nobody paid attention to. And I was soft. I was fragile. I hardly spoke, and when I did, I was silenced. My skin was too dark to love. Nobody wanted to love me. Nobody wanted to take care of me. It was like a repeated cycle over and over and over again. I didn't realize how numb I became to the hurt and to the pain, to the words. Yeah, the beatings did hurt. It left me with some scars that are still on my body as this day. Every scar has a story. Every scar has a pain. Every scar has a nightmare. Every scar has a nightmare that I don't wish it on my worst enemy to have to go through. It took me a while to accept myself and to love myself. When people told me that I was pretty, I didn't believe them. Because I know that with that positive remark, there was always something negative, a negative comment to come from it. I was just taken advantage of from such an early age. So I didn't know what self-worth was. Someone could tell me something and I would believe it. They could say anything. I was so broken and told so much negativity from such an early age. I believed everything. You're hearing this over and over and over in your head. You don't have no choice but to believe it. Not only are the children telling you it, but the adults are telling you it as well. My skin is too dark to love. My skin is too dark to find happiness. I tried to bleach myself. I tried to cut myself so deep. Just thinking that the new skin would grow even lighter. I got beaten. I got beaten so bad. I thought it was normal to get beaten by extension cords. Pots thrown at you, head upside your head, getting a fist punched at your back and at your chest, having shoes thrown at you, an iron thrown at you, having your hand pushed in hot boiling water. I thought that was normal. It happened so many times. It happened in so many days. Going some days without eating. Just because they were mad. And they took it out on me because my skin was too dark. Because I was Blackie. I was Midnight. I was Charcoal. Yeah, those are some of the names they gave me. The other kids, because they were white or lighter skin tone, they didn't get in as much trouble than I got. And I didn't even do anything. I was always quiet. I was timid. I was scared. I went through a lot before going into foster home and while being in the foster home, being placed from house to house to house to house. Every house getting worse. Sometimes you are that one who's getting beaten. You're the only black child in the house. Sometimes you're watching a child who's getting beaten and treated like you just got treated in the last house. It was tough. It was rough. What I say is, if you don't want to be a parent, or if you don't want to be a foster parent, why are you taking in these kids? What is it? Is it for the money? Is it because you need to pay your rent? Is it because you just want to say you're doing something? You shouldn't be taking in these kids when you're not a parent or want to parent. Because you're breaking down these children. You're breaking down me. You're lowering my self-esteem. You're making me become someone with no hopes, no goals, no future, because you're setting the tone and you're creating who I am going to be by down talking, by abusing me, by abandoning me, by punishing me, by abusing me, because my skin is too dark. You just don't understand how much you have destroyed me, how much you have hurt me. I'm slowly gaining back my self-esteem, my self-worth. But as a child, you hurt me, you broke me down, and you let me know that I would never become nothing. Why is my skin too dark to love? Why do you remind me? Why do you hit me and beat me? Because I'm black. Why didn't the other kids get the same discipline that I got? Why did you lie on me? Why did you take me in? You had to know I was black. My skin was dark. My hair was nappy. And I already came from abuse. Why did you take me in just to abuse me some more? Why did you tell me that I would never be loved? Because my skin is too dark to love.